Everybody, it is Jacqueline Howard with the Flying Dog Foundation, and I am here today with Toni Duchi of Nittany Greyhounds, who is also a key player in Greyhounds in Gettysburg, which is the largest sighthound event in the world, really. And Ellen and I have been there as speakers and as vendors, and we absolutely love it. There's so much to see and do there, but don't hear it from me, hear it from Toni. Toni, thank you so much for having this conversation with me.
No problem. Thank you.
So I'm going to get right to it, Toni. What is Greyhounds in Gettysburg?
Well, this year we're calling it Gazehounds in Gettysburg.
Ooh.
So it can still be gig, but Gazehounds, of course, is a term that is most often used in Europe to describe sighthounds. And so we're reaching out this year to other sighthound groups to try to get more different sighthounds involved in our event.
Can you talk to me about who some of the groups are that may be there that have other types of sighthounds?
Well, we have invited Wind Sprites. Donna DeVoit, who is the president of the American Wind Sprite Club, is coming to gig, and she's speaking about these jovial little hairy whippet kind of looking dogs. They're adorable. They're going to speak, and they're also going to mount a booth, so they'll be there. And the whippets, who have always had their national convention the same weekend as we have had this, don't have that this weekend this year. So we've invited the Whippet Club of America to come, and they're not going to have a booth, but they are coming. So nice. I'm hoping that we'll have a big contingent of whippets. Of course, the Iggies, they're coming. They're going to be in charge this year. They've got their own event going on Friday night, and they win the costume contest every year because those guys are into it. So they're going to be there, and I think it's going to be a very large contingent because they have a custom-made speaker for them this year in the name of Dr. Gary Brown, who is a small sighthound specialist.
What I love about gig, and especially the speaker part of it, the speaker sessions, is it's usually such an eclectic group of speakers that you've brought together with subjects people really want to hear about.
Yeah, well, I've got 9 speakers this year, which is more than we've ever had. Everybody wants to come to gig and speak. So I'm really excited about it. And, we've got a Civil War speaker every day, which is why some people come. So we've got a connection to Christmas. We've got a connection to the spirit world. We've got a paranormal expert coming on Sunday. This year is a true international connection. We have speaker from Spain. Of course, Michael is coming with Shug. Barry Coleman is coming from Ireland. Anyone who takes Irish dogs knows who Barry is. Sean Stanton is coming from Australia. He is the care and welfare manager for Greyhound Racing Victoria. Then we have Charlie Blanning, who is the world-renowned historian of Greyhound Racing from England. He's coming, and he's going to speak. So it's just like all of a sudden this year, it's the international convention, and John Parker is going to talk about American dogs, their breeding, what's going to happen, and all of this kind of wraps around the idea of where's your next Greyhound going to come from. So this lineup is a way for people to explore where their next Greyhound's going to come from. And maybe it's not even going to be a Greyhound. Maybe it's going to be a Wind Sprite. I'm working on Borzois and Salukis, and I want to get some other groups to come as well. So this is a way for them to meet Sean, to meet Barry from Ireland and Australia, and get to know them face to face. And maybe other adoption groups want to get involved in these international dogs. This is the connection right here. These are the connections. So I'm really excited about the lineup and the movement towards international dogs and other sighthound breeds. So those are really the 2 big things that are new this year.
Yeah, well, as we like to say at the Flying Dog Foundation, our motto is literally rescue knows no borders.
Right.
Tell me about the vendors.
Oh, well, it's a lot of the old timers who've been coming every year, the same ones, you guys, and Beth Wade is back this year. Of course, Linda Evans will have her set up. We've got 51 confirmed vendors, and we have several new vendors this year. We've expanded again and are asking new vendors to come.
Yeah.
We're working on for next year with some people too. So we're
Yeah.
already well into next year.
As far as rescue groups, like you had mentioned, like Galgos, Podencos, will there be vendors there that are rescues? Not so much with adoptable dogs, 'cause I'm sure they wouldn't adopt out a dog on set, right there. But if people wanted more information about some of the other sighthound breeds, will there be vendors there or rescues there that people can talk to?
Yes, of course, Senior Sighthound Sanctuary will be there. I believe the Lurcher group will be there. Padangos will be there. Galgos will be there. So yeah, there's going to be a lot, and we're still working on that. I'm still inviting groups to come.
Nice.
Like I said, the Wind Sprites will be there. So I'm still working on that, but I'm hoping that we can get more rescue groups there. I think one of the things that I really like about GIG, and for anybody new, we have a lot of people who are new this year who are coming, and I'm excited about the Thursday night event, which is our welcome parade and hot dog social and free raffle and all that. But after that event at the mall is Billy Axel and his family pull together what they call a get to know you night. And that's a way for people who maybe come by themselves and don't know anybody. They're afraid to, participate because they don't know anyone. They can go to that event, and by the end of the night, they'll know 100 new people.
Yeah, and I'll say we usually, Ellen and I usually don't do the social things, not because we don't want to, but because we're exhausted.
So yeah, I understand that. I do.
But we did go, the first year we did it, we did go to the, I think it was called like Family Fun Night.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah,
it was.
They do a great job.
We were very tired, but it was. They do a great job of it. I'm an introvert, so I usually don't do well at those things. But it was so much fun. I forgot I was an introvert, and had a good time.
And that's the idea: is we want people to just have fun and talk to each other, and it just helps them that all weekend. Then they know 50 or 60 other people they can talk to. So the other thing this year that's really fun, and you guys need to come to this because I know you'll like this, is Carnival on Saturday night. Now, this is not the fancy carnival. This is Carnival. This is like popcorn, peanuts, Cracker Jack. We've got arcade games. Carol Mentasti is going crazy with just putting together all kinds of games, big arcade games, like the mallet that you hit it and the thing goes up and rings the bell. And she's got skee ball and just all kinds of stuff. We've got a pie eating contest, another costume contest. Oh yeah, but it's pie eating with a twist. So I'm not going to tell you what.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's a twist. And the whole ballroom is decorated, and we have great food, and people can come in and play the arcade games and be a part of the event without actually buying a ticket for food. We do have a banquet, and we do have a buffet dinner. If you don't want to eat there, you don't have to, but you can still come in and play games and have fun. Bring your dog. We'll have tongue painting again, which is always fun for the dogs. We're trying to come up with things that are interactive for people and their dogs, which is what the costume contests are all about. So if you have a great clown costume, you need to wear it and come to the banquet.
Another thing that, and you had touched on this, that I love about GIG is the one thing I don't think a lot of people pay attention to. Some do, certainly, but it is the historical value of Gettysburg itself. It is so rich in history. It is hallowed ground. I love Gettysburg. For one thing, it's beautiful part of the country. Secondly, the national park. It is a gorgeous park. The park is free. It has the largest collection of outdoor statues in the world. There's hundreds of them.
Yes. And that's one of the speakers this year on Friday morning. The Battlefield Walk is a all new walk that we're doing on West Confederate Avenue, which is, the speaker is going to talk about the Southern monumentarianism, which I never even heard that word before. But there are several monuments along that road, West Confederate Avenue, that are specifically designed by Southern architects or Southern sculptors, I guess it is. And he's going to talk specifically about the Southern connection and the symbolism in those statues. The statues in that park are so beautiful, so beautiful. That Irish Brigade statue just kills me.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Yeah, and for those who haven't seen it, it is it's an Irish wolfhound.
Irish wolfhound, yeah, laying down at the bottom of a cross.
Yeah.
It's to be looked for. If you don't know where it is, find it, because it is really beautiful.
Yeah. And I will say, like, because I'm working, I'm never able to go, out during the day, but I did, when gig ended one year, I went to the visitor center at the national park and bought an audio tour. Where you can get it as a disc, or you can get it as a digital file that you can just pop onto a smartphone, and it will take you step by step through the park, and tell the history. I think it took a couple of hours to go through it, but it was really interesting. So if people have mobility issues or time issues, as far as being able to make the tours when they're happening, I highly recommend that. So
absolutely.
And I will hear people say, wow, can't I just show up? Why do I have to register?
Right.
You say to those folks,
registration is the lifeblood of this event. This is a very expensive event, and it's a fundraiser. I mean, we don't do this. I shouldn't say we don't do it because we don't love it, because we do love it, but we do it to raise money for our adoption programs. Not only our adoption programs, but other groups sponsor other things during the weekend. This is a big fundraiser. And so if you just walk in, you can walk in, but you're not guaranteed. You can't see the speakers if you don't pay. You can't, you're not guaranteed a bag or a t-shirt for the event. None of that if you don't pre-register or register when you walk in, which you can do. If we don't have registrations, we don't have an event. It's that simple.
That's right.
And I don't want to get to the point where we have to pull back and not provide as many amenities to our guests. So that's why we need our registrations. And if we don't make money at this event, we can't do the event.
And speaking of fundraising, I know there's some other fundraising things going on.
Yeah, big one.
So what other fun ways can people help with the coffers there?
Well, certainly our store. We have a lot of stuff going on in our store, and of course Linda Evans t-shirt this year, which is really, really cool. I'm really excited about it. And we have the carnival, of course, where we'll ask for donations for things. But the big thing is Saturday night is our spectacular cash raffle. We've been selling tickets now for about 8 months for this raffle. It's a cash raffle. The top prize is $10,000. There are 28 cash prizes, and the 29th prize is an Italian porcelain running greyhound statue, and it is beautiful.
Wow.
And that'll be the 29th prize that night. We're going to pull those tickets, and we're selling tickets during the event on pre-registration. And the good part about it, this particular fundraiser, is you don't have to be there to win, which a lot of people ask that question. So if somebody's interested in buying a ticket, they are $50 each, and we're only selling 1,500 tickets. That's it. So your chances are pretty good with 29 prizes of winning something good. There are a couple of different ways you can get a ticket. One is to do it with your pre-registration for gig. The second way is you can buy it that night if there's any left, which hopefully there won't be, but so don't take a chance. The third way is you can go on our website, which is nittanygrays.org, and go to our store and just buy a ticket. and we'll send you a ticket in the mail, and we'll call you when you win. So so you can purchase a ticket without coming to gig. You don't have to be there to win. So that's big from other years. So
Toni, is this open to folks outside the US?
you bet. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anybody can buy a ticket, and you don't have to have a Greyhound. You don't have to be in a Greyhound community. If you just want a chance to win 10 grand, this is your way to do it at pretty good odds.
Well, helping a good cause. Isn't there a basket raffle?
Oh yeah. We have 2 raffles. Actually, we have 3 raffles. Thursday night, we have a free raffle, which anyone, you get a ticket when you get there, and we just give away prizes all night. So it's like a door prize.
Wow.
Yeah. Friday night, I know the Iggies are doing their own raffle, and that event on Friday night is actually open to anyone who wants to come, not just Iggies. But if you want to meet an Iggy and see a whole bunch of them in one place, that's the place to do it. Saturday, we have our, what we call our regular raffle, which is the $1 ticket, and it's raffle prizes from the vendors who donate something to us. And we do a raffle on Saturday afternoon, pull tickets in the afternoon and post the numbers. And then Sunday morning is our high art raffle, which is higher end pieces, artwork, big baskets, sculpture, whatever we have. Goes in that raffle, and those are high-end prizes. And so those are $2 a ticket, and we'll be selling all these tickets all weekend. But that's also a really nice, really good raffle. Usually we run out of table space. We have so many nice prizes. So,
and every year the prizes are gorgeous. And when you say high-end, you're not kidding. These are beautiful high-end art pieces. So gig is informative speakers.
Yes.
It's social events that folks go to with their dogs. It's vendors. And let me add this. Dogs are welcome everywhere around gig. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In town, the local vendors downtown go all out. They have, some of them give away prizes. They put dog bowls out. The restaurants, some of the restaurants invite the dogs inside. But Appalachia Brew House has a big outdoor area, and they have a band, and they really open up the town for us. And the only thing that we ask in return is that people pick up after their dogs, because that's always a problem. It's always a problem. Even if it's somebody else's poop, pick it up anyway. So,
a story of my life, Toni.
Me too.
I hear this question all the time. Well, if I bring my dog, where am I going to stay? And the answer to that is, I know. On the registration website, which we'll put up a link, a URL for that so folks can see it, is a huge list of hotels, motels, campgrounds that are dog friendly.
Yeah, we have the Eisenhower is our host hotel. Beyond that, there's a whole list on the website of pet friendly hotels, not only there, but in Frederick, which is only about 20 miles away. So if you want to stay even cheaper than that, those hotels down there are willing to do good rates as well.
The goodie bags. So I got to tell you, you have the best goodie bags.
I know we do. Yes,
so we do. Let me just say, like, it's the goodie bag is worth the price of registration alone.
Wait till you see this year's premium. We're doing light bars. Everybody's getting a light bar, which is like a fancy flashlight, basically, but for walking around at night. So you can see perfect. So you can see the poop you have to pick up.
That is so perfect.
Yeah. So that's really fun. And then we'll have a pad of paper for taking notes with these 9 speakers, and pens will be in the bag. And then whatever other donations we get. Now this year, Jersey Mike's is going to be a sponsor. Oh, and wow. They're making a donation, but they're also going to give us some free coupons for the goodie bags. And this is really a community. It's a community of sighthound lovers, and we just want everybody to come and see what it's all about and enjoy themselves. And it's not I've told people this 1,000 times. This is not a dog show. This is a dog celebration.
Toni, that actually sparked a question.
Yeah.
If I don't have a sighthound, let's say I have I'm trying to think of a dog, because there are no other dogs.
A lab.
I have a lab. Thank you. If I have a lab, can I bring my lab?
Yes, as long as they're social. We don't recommend putting other breeds in with the sighthounds in the off-leash play area. That becomes then a dog park, and we're not really probably not appropriate. But if you have other breeds, a lot of people come with their wiener dogs or their, they do bring their other breeds. And as long as they're social and as long as people are aware that some of our greyhounds can be keen, and so they need to know where their dogs are. And it's not like a dog park where you can just bring your dog in and let them follow you around. It's really about being with your dog and knowing what your dog is doing at all times. But yes, we do welcome all breeds as long as they're social. That's the main thing, is they have to be, people have to understand their dog's behavior. That's all.
Absolutely. And I would say if someone watching is going and they have a little guy, carry that dog or put them in a stroller.
Yeah, we do recommend that if you have a small dog, like under 25 or 30 pounds, or if it's white and fluffy or black and fluffy, definitely try to confine that dog either in a dog carrier or a stroller, or just some way to understand that greyhounds might view that little fluffy thing as something else. Dog. We're pretty careful about it, and we watch, and absolutely no flexi leads are allowed. So please don't bring a flexi lead. We have plenty of leads there. If you need one when you get there, we'll give you one.
Toni, you, the entire Nittany Greyhounds team, all the volunteers do such an outstanding and extraordinary job with this event, which is, I mean, it's like herding cats, I'm sure, with everything going on. And to us on the outside, it's seamless.
Yeah.
And you guys do it every time, hit it out of the park. We have a blast at your event, and it brings together all kinds of people from all kinds of background and points of view, but all have something in common, and that is the love of the dogs. And
it's all about the dogs. Great. It absolutely is.
So great.
And I can't take all the credit. I can't take any of the credit. We have such a team. All I can say to people is go look at the schedule. Go look for yourself at the website, which is nittanygrays.org, or it can be greyhoundsandgettysburg.org, which now goes to Nittany Greyhounds. So either way, you'll see it.
Again, Greyhounds in Gettysburg, something for everybody there. Lots of chances to win prizes, which makes me happy, because I can't we don't enter our own raffles at the Flying Dog, so we were like, oh, they're having a raffle, let's we can finally have a chance to win something.
Bring your wallet.
Bring your wallet. Yeah, absolutely. And the vendors are great. There's always an eclectic mix of vendors. You have an eclectic mix of speakers, again, something for everyone. You'll meet some great people. The other thing, you'll even probably meet people that you are friendly with online but have never met in person. They'll be there. I cannot wait for this year's event to start. I'm so excited for it. Thank you so much, and to you, to Nittany Greyhounds, all the volunteers. What a fabulous job you guys do. I know you're going to hit it out of the park again this year.
Well, we're going to try.
So I strongly recommend that folks get there if they can. Everything that you need is on the website, from list of hotels to the full schedule of events, registration, all of it. It's all there. We will have a link up on the screen, Toni, so folks can see that.
Good. Thank you.
Head over to there and learn more about it. But again, if you can go. It's so much fun. And of course, a little plug for us, the Flying Dog Foundation does have a booth at this year's event. Once again, Toni, we got a big one. We did.
I know you do.
30. You're like, oh God.
And it still won't be big enough. It still won't be big enough. Not only for your stuff, but for your personalities.
Oh gosh. I see what you did there. I think you insulted me.
No, I really didn't.
I'm kidding you. Ellen and I have been shopping. We've been shopping all year. We try to look for things. To your point, Toni, we're sighthound people, greyhound people, gazehound people. We all pretty much have the same stuff. We've been going to the same vendors for years, so we try to look for things that are different. So we found a lot of stuff that we procured, and we'll have at the event for folks to take a look at and hopefully buy.
Good. I'll be shopping.
Good. And we, like you guys, are 501c3 charity. We're all volunteer. all of the money goes to help fund our grants. We are a grant maker. We're not a rescue.
Right.
And our grants go to help our rescue partners save dogs in dire need. So, for
Mhm.
example, meat tray dogs, Spanish dogs like the
Oh,
gal
you
was
guys do a
and the
fantastic service. I
well,
I
thank
love
you.
you guys, what you do. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you. It's mutual, definitely
Thank you.
mutual. So
Thanks.
Toni, that is all I have. I cannot thank you enough. I know that you are in the middle of a super busy season right now. So thank you for taking the time to talk to me and walk us through gig. And we will see you in April.
Absolutely. And thanks for the opportunity to tell everybody about this great event. So hopefully we'll see everybody there.
Absolutely. Thanks, Toni.
Thanks.